When the market gets wild, only one man rides it, the trading cowboy.
Boots on the floor, screen lights glow. Chart like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, start my thing and Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bull flags, a rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long it to the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw. I'm the trading cowboy, get it up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin.
What is up, family? Welcome to the Tack Room Live, where we trade NQ futures daily. Welcome to Wild West Wednesday, where we welcome a few guests randomly through the show. Thanks for everybody being here. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Nom. Good morning, Pam. What a crazy push-up, huh? What a time to be alive. Good morning, H-Town. What are we thinking, gang? What are we thinking? Got a Fed speech coming up. Got some oil news in about an hour. Interesting day, folks. Won't be noticed. Yeah, I agree with that. Mark says this is the closest we've been to bearish in a while. That's a fact. That is a fact. Not touching the rebalance, Pam says. Interesting. Comes that pivot point at 890 or 393. 28,393. Getting that push up. Jonesy, what's happening, my man? How tempting was the V-pop bounce? Oh, real tempting. Fighting right here. With such exaggerated moves, we need market to consolidate to have deviations are helpful. Yeah, for real. How's that, Mark? Better now? I'm not the only one. Good job, Nom. And that's what it's all about. If you get time to type it in the chat, that just shows a little more conviction to all the people that are watching, but also lets us know, hey, you're a real trader. As much as it kills me, I'm just trying to wait for that 15-minute setup to be in and out and done. Yeah, hit that like button as we wait for a trade. That's right, guys. Help a cowboy out. I think we've got, let me go look. I've been terrible about posting videos and stuff after hours the last 3 days since we've been streaming at night. But I did all weekend. And we are setting at almost 70 new subscribers since Friday. So the videos definitely help. But we've got over 50 members in the Discord now. We'll have our world-renowned favorite chat, Mark, in here in a little bit. I may crash the whole show with all this technology trying to run, but we got to start somewhere. That 21 area is the 50 mark. So that 450, there's a nice push through it. We got the 50 sitting above at 470. I moved my stop loss to break even when we hit the 50s. It made 12 bucks. Mark, that a baby. uh, man, it came back down so fast, didn't it? $28,500 next volume area. I had a bad feel in my book. Yeah, I was kind of waiting, being a little, I don't know, hesitant, I guess. I was waiting for one more little candle. And I don't like these EMAs here. I don't like the 21. I don't even know why the 21 showed back up all of a sudden. I'll take it off my chart, Mark, and then it won't give you any more problems. Support resistance 28,487. I've been so hesitant on these flags lately. I just have to execute today. Isn't that something though? I mean, before you couldn't take a bear flag or bull flag because it wasn't working, and now you have to take them until they don't work again because every one of them seems like, I mean, Gold last night was just unreal with the flags. I mean, yeah, and you have to trade them, and then when they don't work, then you know, okay, hey, look, bear flags, bull flags today aren't the way to go. But you just have to trade them. You're right. You got to be consistent. There's a nice push through the 50. There goes my TP. Believe in the flags, Mark. Believe in the flags. I wouldn't. I mean, I hate sitting in that kind of drawdown though, right? Because you probably entered what in the 40, 43, 44, and then you're going to try to hold it for 20 points down and hope it works. I mean, I guess a easier deal is maybe we could have waited for the retest of the VWAP. Got in at 940. I got you. Still pushing right to the 500s. I'm going to try just a little one up there at the top. Kind of caught the very, very top of it. Just kind of as it stalled out. I'm just going to trail this, I think. There's one off. There's the other one off. Nice little one just to get my blood flowing a little bit. Was just looking back to the left right there. Caught these shoulders here. Luckily, it stopped right above it. Yes, it's kind of pulling back a little bit more. Well, never mind. Let me get on the right time slot. Let me get off the 1 hour. ES is still inside the box though. Nvidia finally back in the 200s, looking good. VIX is pushing up though, so that's a little different. We're getting some people wanting to buy into those short calls, getting into the put section. Trying to hold up above this 50 area. FM says the +1 deviation is 28,517. Mark, are you saying in your head real quiet, don't be a flag, don't be a flag? I don't want to try this one. Touch that round number, that 500, yeah. I have to try it if it plays out. You're not wrong. Oof, I just hate when it pushes down that far. Couldn't call it out because it happened so fast, but I took that little VWAP bounce right there, the trade of 8 VWAP. It was super fast. Funded account, got 722 on that one. I'm going to rotate right out of that one. That one's now ready for payout. I think I may have a day or two left on it, but it'll be the second payout on them. And if these guys give me an affiliate code, I'd start recommending them. Should have been long, but I was typing. I shouldn't have got out quite so early, but it popped so fast. I just started trolling that thing, and it was just, 5 points at a time. Well, that's $100 at a time. So nice way to start the morning, though. $28,712 has 150 contracts that just showed up. 712. So maybe just a nice push all the way up through there, huh? Oh, there's that flag. Was So many extended moves, I don't put it past him in queue. Tell me you caught that flag, Mark. No. Oh man, that's scary, isn't it? After a 60-point pullback, you try to buy it at the 80s. I mean, it's working. I made a video yesterday about the setup that happened at 9:53 and I missed it. Do as I say, not as I do. H-Town says customer called, missed 20 easy. Mark, I don't think I saw it yesterday. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Of course, I wasn't on Instagram really that much yesterday. I had a couple messages I responded to. Nice test of the 50, push back up. Let's see if it holds. I don't know if it's going to. Still flat right now, guys. Miguel, the biggest, the largest. What's up, my friend? What is happening, Miguel? Outlaw here, outlaw present. You're everywhere, Miguel. You're everywhere. Pam, quit making me feel bad, Pam. Some of those I saved you on. Yeah, God bless you too, Miguel. How's your trading going? I saw your picture last night. Looked like you were up trading. Yeah, that's a good question, Nom. Pam asked you this morning in the Discord, what were you doing? Did you just stay up all night? Do you never sleep, Nom? Sleep? What is that? You don't sleep when you're a trader? Traders don't sleep. I gotta admit though, Nom, whenever you posted this morning at like, I don't know, what was that, 5:45 my time, I just woken up to check the chart, so plus one is still 517. The no sleep thing was in my first 5 years. Now I sleep. Now I need sleep. Yeah, I'm telling you, I went to sleep right after we got off, though. Maybe we kind of got a little setup there, maybe. If we can trade back up to the support line 487 and fail looking at short, marking tapped a few times, looking weak. It is looking weak. It really is. I don't really want to take this VWAP bounce right here, but it would have paid a little bit so far. I'm not in. Not that I traded, but crude oil inventory in 25. Yeah, we did have some crude oil stuff coming up, didn't we? 23 minutes, but we do have a lot of crude stuff. I missed that short bummer. Me too. I mean, I almost tried to pull it off the VWAP right there, and then it pushed up a little farther, and then I wanted to grab it when it touched the 9. It looks like it touched it for a second. It didn't. It wasn't touching a while ago. Guys, welcome to the tack room. If you're new here, click that subscribe button, click that like button, help a cowboy out. The Discord's pinned at the bottom. We'd love to have you in the Discord. It's totally free right now. Yeah, I love Pam's attitude. She missed that short. It's a bummer. Next. Next, please. We'll catch the next one. What a push. Nice push. Wow. Looks like I missed some fireworks for real, Mark. Wow. I mean, right off that pivot point, right off that pivot point at 393. trying to push through the top of the box, back above the box. Shorted at 45. Let's see if the weakness continues. I like it, Pam. .455 target. Round number allergy. Let's have a flush. I mean, that 50's being a little stubborn right now on a 5 minute. I guess the 9 and all that's right there too. Looks like it's coming though. It's getting a little push down through there. Come on, let's drop for Pam. Miguel, let's go. How's it going, Miguel? What are we doing, Miguel? Let's get in the trade, Miguel. Let's get in the zone. Green for the day. That a baby. Heck yeah. It's gonna be a 3 hour trade, Pam. Get comfortable. Okay, they're trying to decide the direction. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to go down. I mean, the 5 minute looks like the perfect 1 minute setup. So that's on a way higher time frame I like. I mean, here it comes right here. So, boom, congrats. First trade in, which I'm pretty sure trading is just like exercise, guys. I mean, your heart rate goes up. You clear the, I've seen my heart rate on here a bunch. So it's basically like walking on the treadmill. So oof, there's a flush through the VWAP. Now it really flushes. Yeah, don't get out yet, Pam. Famous story. Beautiful conviction with the target, though. Yeah, heck yeah. No, I love it. I love it for sure. Here's that 420 area that everybody loves. I know Miguel loves it. That's the only reason it always bounces right here. There's Mad Moxie. Good morning, Mad Moxie, Mad Moxie. Our number one trader of the week. Kind of my preemptive plan. If we push through to this pivot point at 390s, I'm going to try to join the party long. It may not make it to it. I may add into one at the 360s at the 200, but oh, look at that chat. Look at that chat. Look what Pam typed. Look what Pam typed. You can tell everybody in the chat's been here long enough that we're trading the same now. If it rejects off the VWAP, I'm not sure. If it hits it and pulls back, I may wait for the 200 to come up to tap it, but 28,485 is the closest volume. Oh, I wanted to short it right there. It's too late now. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to try a little short right there. It's a little late. Let's see if we can't get to that pivot point, maybe. Stops at the top of the wick, risking about 8 points now. Up 15 points, up 20 points. I'm in the money, can't lose now. Looking for maybe those 400s, 395-ish. Oh, may stop me out right here. Guaranteeing myself almost 10 points. All right, flat right there. Shucks. I think it's still right, guys. I think we got to go down to that pivot point before we get to move back up. Four 15s is support right now. Wicks through the 405s. Nice little push right here. Still inside the box. The 5 minutes making a little bear flag, but it is getting a nice push. All those wicks to the downside is what has me a little curious to the bottom. Nvidia pushed, pulled back. Kind of making a little bear flag of its own right now. Gold with a little bull flag trying to play out. What I see more challenges to 487 that will create support to go long. Oof. That short at the 50 at 465 would have been in play right now. Let's see if we can get over that 487. They want it. They want it, chat. Crude oil release in 1 minute. Let's see what that does for us. All right, next thing we have coming up is in about an hour, we got a little bill auction. Won't be a lot of movement. And then later after lunch today, my 12 o'clock and 12:30, we have a couple Fed speakers that'll have a little impact on us. Red news. Crude inventory actually negative 202.3 million. Forecast was negative 3. Yeah, you're right, Pam. Not the biggest gap. I mean, we got a little nice little drop down right there, but ES still pushing pretty nice. NQ just hadn't decided to follow yet, but look at ES pushing right there. There goes NQ with the little pump. But the market did not stop and wait. It never waits on me. I know that. Well, sometimes it waits for me to get out, and I'm stubborn. It don't get out, and then it just rips me apart. Waiting for MNQ to create support at 28,488. Did not long at 463, 488 target. Oh, did go long. Man, that was a perfect bull flag setup on a 1 minute. The 466 to 468 area. Wait for 488 pullback. Noro, what's up, my friend? Thanks for commenting on some of my videos. Fifth tap to support resistance line at 485. And that's definitely resistance right now. It tried to break it though. Keep tapping it. See if we can push past it a little bit and then come back to it and test it as support. All right, I'm going to try a small one. I'm in at 494. Stops below that previous wick, 475. We're just going to about 20 points. In a little late, but just going to see if we can get that push. Kind of tested that 488. Here we go. Nice little push. Just going to take it at the top of that if it gives it back to me. Right at the 515s roughly. And I guarantee myself a little over 100 bucks profit. All right, TP hit right there. Yeah, Pam, that was a perfect analysis too. I mean, I kind of drew that little flag right here to see if it broke it, and as soon as I drew it, that candle was right above it, so I just jumped right in. So wanted to be out before the 520s, and look at that right there. It tapped the 520s. I got out at 515.75, I think. So let's go, guys. $513. Okay, I had on here the 517 from the last time, so I was trying to scale out before that. My teacher told me to scale out before those. Wink, wink. Oof, look at that flag. Oof, I don't know. Some more news, maybe? I don't know. That's a little wiki. Not really, just Japan buying more oil. Akash, what's up? Good evening, buddy. Trump, I feel U.S. closing on a deal with Iran. Red news. Maybe I can work on that real quick. It's a good thing to work on while we're waiting on this market to do something a little different. Good, buddy. Any trades today? How have you been doing? Man, it's going pretty decent right now. Hit the fundeds pretty hard this morning. Um, Pretty decent day. I've traded 4 fundeds already. Right off the VWAP bounce, kinda. So I had 2 that I had linked together that got a little over $700 right off the VWAP play. I've got 2 right here that are 250K accounts. They're at 155,979. I made 438 on them already today. I don't know why you can't see that. Hold on. I noticed that earlier. I try to show y'all and it doesn't show anything. Let me see if I can totally mess it up real quick. There you go. 155,979. 2 funded accounts linked together. Been trading them for a while now. I got to get them up to 7,500 before I can take a full payout. So still like about 1,500 on those. Those 150Ks, I mean, they're not as nice as the 50K accounts. I mean, my absolute favorite is 50K accounts. Feel like I can take those faster to a payout, but I got it long, but accidentally took a sell. Oh, you've been taking my trading courses, Mark. I had the most beautiful short yesterday, and I went to take profit on it. I was trailing them, and I had sales in. So as it took profit, it was adding into it. So I ended up just clicking the exit button. 28,450 has volume below us. So yeah, we're rotating out of the fundeds now. I got one more pulled up just in case we get something super nice. I I've been having a pretty disciplined roll of trading 3 to 4 fundeds every day and then rotating out of them instead of trying to get through all 14 of them. So um, it's it's worked really good for me. I mean, the payouts have slowed down, but it's just time, right? I mean, it's here pretty soon. They'll just be constantly rolling over, I hope. So that's what I'm shooting for right now anyway. So it's helped mentally not having to worry about them and then not knowing, not having to sit here and risk trading late into the afternoon or something, trying to get all of them passed. So that's helped tremendously. So right now I have 1 funded pulled up and 1 eval pulled up. And the eval I've got linked to uh, 2 others. So I've got 3 linked together. Still pushing to the top. Let's get that 550 first. It's coming. It's coming. Wow. The +2 guys is way up there at 28,600. So 513 and 600. We do have a pivot point at 577, roughly 578. Man, just slowly creeping up there. Hey, Mark, can you hear me? May take a minute, chat, but this is the live famous Mark Ostrowski. Let me see if I can get everything pulled up. I don't think I have everything just right just yet.